This is a well-deserved award, Corey, from the Macdonald-Laurier Institute, a think tank. They have named Guilbeault Policymaker of the Year for basically doing everything that he can to destroy the economy, from straws to plastics registries to electricity regulations to clean fuel environments. He has done more to screw up the Canadian economy than anybody else. And the Macdonald-Laurier Institute gave him this award, and I'm sure he proudly accepted it.
He's got quite a generous amount of contenders for economic dingbats over the
years. They said nobody came close to him in this current batch
field.
of Liberal cabinet ministers.
Yeah, they put it beautifully, Dave. They said, this is intended as criticism, but I expect Guilbeault would be pleased with the acknowledgement. Yes.
Badge of honor.
I'm sure he would. Yeah, so it's...
Maybe he'll accept it wearing his orange jumpsuit from his jail days.
I mean, the thing with there's actually an excellent analysis. This isn't just like an organization putting up its New Year's credits or anything like that.
It's not like the Taxpayers Federation and their teddies. Even the Macdonald-Laurier Institute actually does a lot of nuanced policy discussion.
And I think the CTF would say that it did too. But
yes.
I'm
not knocking them. I love them as well.
Yeah, but look, there's a 3-page article in their January report, and they actually lay out 4 things that they put to Mr. Guilbeault's account, which any one of us who live here, work here, try to make a living here, say, yeah, that's exactly what's going wrong. So the first one, of course, is the carbon pricing scheme. The second one is the clean fuel regulations, and clean fuel regulations does not mean clean in the sense that you normally use the word clean. It means fuel which has not burned other fuel to produce. So if you're pumping heat into a SAGD setup in Fort McMurray, well, that's burning fuel. Well, the less fuel you burn, the cleaner the fuel that you ultimately produce. I mean, it's economically efficient to a degree, but when the requirement takes you past the point of an economic return, then it's serious and damaging. So carbon pricing, clean fuel regs, and it's interesting that, just as they make this point in this document, that even as they are asking producers to produce cleaner fuel, they are, by other regulations, destroying the market for that fuel by announcing that by 2035 you won't be able to buy a gasoline-powered car to put your clean fuel into. So they're hitting both sides. And you go through the whole thing here, and it is so obvious that the minister has been given a blank check. Go do it. Do whatever you can. We're going to save the earth? No, but we're certainly going to screw the West. And that's a good thing, because there's just that kind of disaffection for anything to do with Alberta, anything to do with Western Canada, which we don't have to assume it. We don't have to conjecture that it must be so because of the actions, which is one way of looking at it. We can just go back over the Prime Minister's past comments, both when he was in office and when he was just another backbench MP. These things like, problem with Canada is too many Albertans running it. That was during the Harper years, obviously. But I mean, there's a long list of these comments that he's made. He clearly doesn't like this part of the country and the values that it has.